guys, so for most of you that follow me on some of my other social media such as Instagram and Facebook, you know that I post a lot of my work that I do at the salon on there. I post lots of before and after pictures of color that I do, and I get so many questions on what formula is this, what did you do, could I do this on myself, all of that. So I thought it would be a great idea to do a series of kind of mini videos where I go behind a specific picture and explain exactly what I did to achieve that look. And so for future videos, I will also have kind of like a behind the scenes like footage of me actually doing these steps. Since this is the first video that I'm doing for this series, I'm just going to be explaining the specific picture today, as you see here. And from then on, I will have as much footage as I can from each step that I do at the salon. So as I explain for the next picture in the next video. So if you don't follow me yet on Instagram, do go ahead and follow me. It's at SylviaX. And in order to request a video on the next picture, go to that picture on Instagram and say that you want me to do a behind the scenes video on that hair picture. All right, so let's just jump into it. So she was already blonde. Her base though was really brassy. So she just wanted to take it to the next level and get that gorgeous, really bright, buttery blonde, which is so in. It's no more that really, ashy blonde or really gold blonde. It's just that really like bright and buttery kind of blonde that just looks so melty and beautiful. So anyway, so what I did on her was I used a Wella lightener. And to this day, I've tried so many lighteners, and to this day, nothing compares to it. I love Redken with everything else, but my lightener, I am sticking to Wella for now. So I use the Wella lightener with 30 volume, and the reason why I use 30 volume, normally I don't even go ever over 20 volume, but we were using olaplex. She wanted to keep the integrity of her hair, and she's really attached to her length. She has gorgeous long hair. We didn't want to make it, kind of damaged down the road where she would have to get an inch or two trim. So I mixed a 1/4 ounce of olaplex into my bleach mix and a 30 volume and then the Wella lightener. So I did a 30 volume at the root for the touch up on her highlight and then let that process for 35 minutes. Then I went back in and used a 10 volume with olaplex. So that's very little lift from an inch down from the root down to her ends to really brighten up her already existing blonde hair. In between her foils, then I went in and to get rid of that brass. And I painted on a very ashy balayage. Not a low light because I don't believe in low lights. I hate that streaky, like dark color that comes down and you see a streak of blonde and then this like dark murky color. I'm not a fan of that. So I like to paint at the root, basically a low light, but only at the root. The hair that kind of blends throughout to me ends up just blending so nicely that you never need a streak of say a level 6 all the way down on a blonde. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. So I went ahead and did a 6 ash with 10 volume developer because all I wanted was deposit and I didn't want any lift. She was already kind of bright at the root. If anything, she was brassy and I was just trying to cancel out that brass. So then at the bowl, I tone her out with 9T Redken shadesEQ, and it's my favorite toner of all time. It is the only thing that completely gets rid of any brass, any orange bits in the hair, and it just leaves blonde looking so gorgeous. And to me, even when toner does fade, I feel like this fades out so beautifully. And because there's no like lift in this or anything, it's just really depositing of this awesome tone. So once I did that with processing solution and a bit of clear, I go ahead and rinse all that out, do step 2 of the olaplex, and then shampoo and condition, and just a sleek blowout. So that is it. That is all I did. So whether you're a hairdresser, whether you are looking for this formula to take to your hairdresser, or even if you are thinking of doing it yourself and you want this formula. So they always say that great magicians don't tell their secrets, but in my opinion, you put your kind of signature on the product on how you apply it and everything else, and I have no problem with sharing my formulas ever. So here it is. I'm just kickstarting this kind of a series of a behind the picture on Instagram kind of thing. So I'll be doing this again soon with a different picture and exactly what products I use to get from that before and after. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this idea. Please leave me feedback, leave me questions of anything that that you're still wondering, and don't forget to subscribe subscribe by clicking right here. As always, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.